Hello everyone, welcome to Thoughts on Education. Today we have Dr. Parul Purohit from WUD, World University of Design. I would like to ask ma'am to introduce herself to our viewers.
Right. Namaskar everyone, my name is Dr. Parul Purohit Vats and I am the Dean for the School of Performing Arts and at the World University of Design. This is the newest school that has started in the World University of Design, and I'm heading this department along with my colleagues. I'm working towards making performing arts a proper profession for students who are in today's time wanting to go on a global level and perform as well as practice this as a profession. So by practice, I'm a Kathak dancer. I have done my PhD in music, and apart from that, I have also done my performance arts grade 8 from the Trinity College London, and I've been a choreographer. I have taught at the British Council. I've taken workshops for drama as well as voice modulation, and apart from that, I'm also a member of the International Dance Council Paris, through which I go for a lot of seminars and presentations, and I also teach. So this, in brief, is about me.
Wow, ma'am, it is so nice to actually know about you. So, ma'am, you have been associated with the education sector from a pretty long time now. What are those things, what are those aspects that you think, why you are here attached with the education sector from so long?
You know, the irony is that people who have been a part of the performing arts industry, they feel that education is a separate entity altogether and performing arts is a separate entity, which is not the case. And precisely that was the reason that I took a step forward. First I did my PhD, and after that I took a step forward working in the educational sector, because performing arts is based specifically Indian performing arts are based on a lot of shastra, on a lot of theoretical academia, and it is so unfortunate that the students, they don't realize this, that it is a proper in-depth study, the way any other subject that we are looking into, whether we're looking into science or commerce or humanities, looking into languages. Performing arts itself is a thorough study, and if you want to become a professional into the field of performing arts, only learning one art form under your guru, your teacher, is not sufficient in today's time. So education sector has a very important role to play for performing arts aspirants, and basically that is why I also stepped into it.
Alright, that is nice, ma'am. That is a nice way of summarizing actually. So ma'am, what is your vision and how do you think that you would like to contribute to WUD when it comes to performing arts in specific?
You know, at the World University of Design, when we started the School of Performing Arts, so if you know of the location of World University of Design, that is in the Rajiv Gandhi Educational City, that is in the Sonipat, it's ECNCR, that's what they call it, it's a Punli area, and with the proximity of around 45 minutes to 1 hour to Delhi. And Delhi, as you know, is the hub for performing arts. Unfortunately, there are no such courses of bachelor's or master's or PhD in Delhi or around Delhi in performing arts. Yes, we do have something to do with in music in the Delhi University, but in dance we do not have any degree courses. And again, unfortunately, you know, people feel that institutions like Prayag Sangeet Samiti or Gandhar Mahavidyalaya or Shri Ram Bharati Kala, these are all diplomas. They feel that humne 8 saal dance kiya, we have performed for 8 years and we have given exams, so we have got a master's degree. It is not like that. A bachelor's and a master's degree and a PhD has to be from a proper university. So basically the idea of starting this course here at WD was this, that, you know, all the practicing aspirants who want to learn from the great gurus, obviously they land into Delhi or they are already in Delhi. Yeah. So there has to be a course closer to them where they can understand the academic aspect of performing arts. Because tomorrow when you go into a profession, like I'm talking to you just now, yes, I need to understand how to maneuver a Zoom meeting. I need to know how to present myself, where to look. I need to understand an English language or Hindi language, depending on the kind of audience that I have. I need to create the content. There are so many things that we as performing artists have no idea of, because there is a bunch of people that is helping us get us on the stage. But please understand this fact, and the students have to understand this fact, that अगर आपको उसके nuances पता नहीं होंगे, so every time you will be struggling, and you will be also paying so many other people to do basic things for you. So that is the reason that at WUD, when we started the School of Performing Arts, the tagline is to take your passion and make it into a profession. So when you make it into a profession, there's a lot of academia, a lot of studies that is involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so World University, I have been there to your campus also. It's a very great campus. The infra is really nice. What do you think, apart from the infrastructure, there are some things that people might not know about WUD that you want to highlight in this interview?
See, from the point of view of School of Performing Arts only, I can speak. The first USP of the World University of Design for School of Performing Arts or any other school is that we have 7 different schools here. So, like from understanding something as basic as an iconology in architecture, I just have to walk up to the Department of Architecture here and take their help. We had a fantabulous workshop recently, art and architecture, performing arts and architecture, and there was so much of learning between both the departments for this reason only. So the first USP is that I have fashion design, I have a communication department here, I have architecture, I have management, I have visual arts. So I can walk up, my students can walk up to anybody and learn those nuances, for which probably when you are outside in Delhi, you will have to go and pay and do a small workshop or do like an expert session with them. So this is the first thing, that there is so much of intercultural and interdisciplinary overlapping, and we have so many modules where we learn about the other art forms, allied art forms. Second thing is that, as I told you, that the School of Performing Arts is basically about 5 things that we are looking at. One is obviously honing the skills in your passion, whatever. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be theatrical, it can be anything to do with abhinay, whatever. So that is the first thing that we are working on. Second is, there is a big market today of therapeutic practices, and music therapy, dance therapy is so very important, and children have to learn that, because आप कब तक perform करते हो? After a certain age, your body also, you become older, आपकी आवाज हिलने लगती है, आपसे इतना स्टेमिना नहीं रहता है कि आप स्टेज पे जाके परफॉर्म कर सके. Therapeutic practices is something that you can do lifelong. Third thing that we are looking at very strongly is the research department, because there is so much content that needs to be developed for students in this time. So when we look at the research content, उसके लिए पढ़ना पड़ता है. You have to read, you have to write articles. People don't even know the difference between a research article and a research paper. So things like this is something that we are very strongly working at. Art administration is a very strong part of the WUD School of Performing Arts program, because grants देना, licensing करना, to curate a production, how do you do the budgeting, how do you ask for a grant, or how do you present your work, or how do you collaborate with people. Students who have been learning dance for good 15 to 16 years, I have seen that they have no idea that there's something like a government grant that exists for artists. They do not know that the foreign market has such a big, dire need of Indian performing artists, because of the way we look, the way we are trained. So ये सारी चीजें जो है आपको जाननी जरूरी है, and something as simple as creating your own profile, creating your own brochure, or how to do a photo shoot, or how to make a video, because it's always easy to stand behind the camera and direct someone, but it is very difficult to be within the frame and understand that what is the light, what is the system, which way and which direction of the light I have to stand. There are very minuscule things that one needs to kind of really, really work on. And the fifth and most important thing that we are looking at is presentation skills. Because, like when you met me just now, you didn't ask me, ma'am, kuch dance karke dikhaiye. You started talking to me. So if I walk up for an interview, if I walk up for a job, if I walk up and I open my own institution and people are walking up to me for an admission, they will never ask me to stand up and dance.
Yes.
Or sing or act. They will ask me to present my work. And presenting your work verbally or in a written format is entirely different from just getting up onto the stage and performing. So these 5 things, and the best part in WUD is that we have tie up with a lot of foreign universities.
Okay.
So what happens is if you want to go into exchange programs, then you get that kind of a platform here itself. And we are also giving the students 100% help and assistance in the placements. Because performing arts, one has to have jobs also. खाली नाचने गाने से तो फिर आप नहीं कमा सकते. After a point, you will have to kind of work with someone or do it yourself, whatever. But a job is important in the initial stages. So yeah, in a crux, this is what we are working very strongly on, and whatever nuances are required to make it a profession is what we are looking at very strongly and following it. Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, you have talked a lot about what kind of students you're looking at. So in India, if you see, still people actually the perspective hasn't changed much. They still look out for courses like science management and proper MBA, BTech and so on, so that they get a very monetized life afterwards. So what is the suggestion that you have for the students of performing arts or the students who are looking forward for this course so that they have a good future in it? What is the suggestion that you would like to give to the current youth?
See, the very first important thing is that just doing a degree is something that will never help you. One has to understand that very clearly. So unfortunately, what has happened in India is there are a lot of institutions, universities which have given affiliation to private institutions and have been giving degrees in masters or bachelors or whatsoever. So what happens is you do not learn anything. Yeah. You actually just go to the center to give your exam. When you talk about performing arts is something that has to be practiced. आप किताब में पढ़कर उसको रटकर you cannot just kind of copy paste things there because every artist is unique. Now the thing is when you talk about stability and the monetary aspect of performing arts, there is so much of money in this field that the students have no idea about for the simple reason that you haven't studied about the profession. So until and unless you do not study about the profession, until and unless you don't ask relevant questions to the person where you are going to get an admission, you have to be very clear about it. Students who walk up to me today, they're like, "Ma'am, क्या हमारे prospects है?" और मैं उनको समझाती हूँ. I do explain that to them. So one has to ask a lot of questions. Secondly, I personally feel that I'm in this profession or anybody else who's in the School of Performing Arts or in the field of performing arts is there because this is us. This is our passion. Yes. You know, everybody cannot be an artist. You can learn a lot of things outside, but as an artist, you have to be an artist. So people who are artists or who are inclined towards art, who are passionate about art, they need to understand that stability will be there, monetary income will be there, and apart from that, you will also be living your passion, you will be living your dream, and you will be happy doing it. Exactly. So basically, one has to understand that why are we studying, why are we doing the job, indeed why are we living also. अगर हमने रिसेप्शन पर ही काम करके अपना कुछ ये करना है या हमने बैंक में काम करना है या हमने my father was a bank officer, he was passionate about the whole bank setup, so and he was a happy banker. It's never कि यार मुझे कहाँ फंसा दिया. It was by a choice. So I would say that the students who have a choice in performing arts, whose choice is performing arts, they need to understand that at least at WUD I can say that you have that kind of course in the vicinity of the heart of India, that is Delhi. You have masters and bachelor's program which will not only help you hone your skills and make them fine, but also kind of get a job, get a secure place, and also network into the field, because the field is here. Delhi and Mumbai are two places which are known for performing arts. So one needs to understand that is a decision you make, and you say कि नहीं मुझे करना है, मेहनत तो किसी में भी करनी पड़ेगी. जब आप डॉक्टरी करने जाएंगे और जब आप सर्जरी करने जाएंगे तो आप ये तो नहीं कह सकते कि यार बस 6 महीने में तैयारी करके मैंने सीधा जो ऑपरेशन कर देना है. It is a lot of hard work, and after doing your MBBS and MD also there's a lot of study to keep yourself updated. Am I correct? Yes. So same way, if you take this profession seriously here, then there is no dearth of opportunities. But you will have to study. You have to do a proper degree so that you are qualified enough to stand in front of people and say that I'm a qualified. I can stand up and say I'm a doctorate in music. So I know about dance, music and theatre. So I'm somebody who can teach performing arts. So that's the first step the students have to take. They have to get serious about the profession and then take it as seriously as you take other professions.
Sure. I think what you really meant by that, it is very important for a student to actually focus both on practical as well as theoretical knowledge over here. Because it's a very niche course which is...
Yeah, Shubhangi, because you are dancing for good 15-20 years.
Yes.
And on the side you are doing a BCom or a BSc or a BA in any language. How does that really help you with your skill?
Exactly.
If you are doing dance or music for so many years, हम 6-7 साल की उम्र से सीखना शुरू कर देते हैं कोई भी आर्ट फॉर्म, राइट? तो उसी के साथ में अगर हम अपनी डिग्री को भी उससे ऐड करेंगे तो आप खुद सोचिए कि हम कितने सशक्त, कितने ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्टिस्ट के अलावा प्रोफेशनल बनेंगे. अब मैं साइड में तो कुछ और स्ट्रीम पढ़ रही हूँ और इधर मैं डांस कर रही हूँ, तो अगर आपका प्रैक्टिस और आपका पढ़ाई एक हो रहा है, ये अपॉर्चुनिटी अगर आपको मिल रही है थ्रू अ प्रॉपर यूनिवर्सिटी सेटअप, व्हाट मोर कैन अ परफॉर्मर आस्क फॉर, राइट?
Yeah. So ma'am, that is all from my end. I, Shubhangi, would like to stop the interview here only. In case you have something else you want to add, you can do that.
Anytime, Shubhangi, you can also connect with me, and it was lovely meeting you.
Same,
right?
same.
Namaskar.